Good morning, everyone. It is April the 18th. The day to mail in your federal taxes has arrived. Must be time-stamped today. I know that makes everybody happy. No news to really speak of overnight overseas. The big news out over the weekend was the failure of OPEC to come to an agreement at Doha. And Iran didn't even show up. So the immediate reaction Sunday night was the bottom fell out of crude and the stock markets were lower. Asian stock markets traded lower than in London. Lo and behold, somebody came in and bought up crude oil big time. Now there's two stories out. One, Kuwait, oil workers are striking. They said their production will be going from 3 million barrels a day down to 1.1. That in and of itself would be supportive. Also, various OPEC members said that just because we couldn't get a deal this weekend doesn't mean that we won't before our June 16th meeting. So OPEC will continue to have another round of talks and meetings and continue to work on it. So my guess going into the OPEC meeting was that best case scenario we could count on would be rolling, everybody accepting current March production levels as their official quotas. They didn't even get that. But they know how to use the mic, they know how to work it, and it was bought up in London. And some of the supposition is, well, central bankers, everything is tied to the price of crude, including the bank's balance sheet. So the banking industry is coming in and buying up crude to protect their banks. Who knows? So I think our treasuries will be tied to the direction of crude. And when we look at the market today, housing market index is our only news. And it's called at 59. Last month it was 58. Could come in lower than forecast, but this one has a tendency to make the prog or the forecast. So structurally you can see 17 is where the breakout was. We had this close on Friday, it looks like at 19.5. And so best support's going to be down here in this 14 to 17 area. And you can see just we've got pretty good resistance at 25, 23.5, 26, so 23s to 27s. Pick up that 4-letter ledge right there is where resistance is. So sell 1's 23 to 27. Sell 2, 31 to 03. On the buy side, 13 to 17. Like the short side a little better first. And then 5 to 9 for buy 2. And my guess is that crude oil's impact on the E-mini is ultimately what drives our market treasuries. Dudley speaks at 8:30 a.m. I can't see Dudley changing anything from what he said last week. Pretty dovish. I expect that to continue. The FOMC meeting on the 27th, probably no change, but willing to move in either direction. More quantitative easing if need be, or tightening if the data allows. Okay, resistance starts at 10, so 10 to 14 is 1. Got the high right here of 18, so 17 to 21, sell 1. Sell 2, 27 to 31. On the buy side, got the C period low, so 30 to 02. 1. 25 to 29 buy 1, and then 17 to 13 buy 2. Okay, gold came back a little bit over the weekend. Not a lot. Got this break in the market. We've got this Y period high at 41. Got that low at 42. Have this low at 42. Have this high at 44. So 40 to 45 is where resistance is right now. And so 40, 42 is sell 1. 45, 47 sell 2. On the buy side, 30 to 32. Then 25, 27. If crude sells, gold should go up. Okay, the euro in a trading range overnight, not moving one way, the other, and big time. Got a P pattern. Again, probably best resistance is in this 113.50 area. Resistance starts at 34. We have stops above Friday's highs, so I'm currently trading at 25, so 30 to 40 will be sell 1. And then 50 to 60 sell 2. The buy side, we have London's low in the 1308 area, so 113 even, 1310 buy 1. And then buy 2 would be, I'm just making 75 for buy 2. Now, if we put all of this together, we're still looking at a B. And we can trade up inside of B, so the issue is where is resistance? So we've got the 31 area. We've got this area up here at 42. And then we have our spill from 52. So 42 to 52 would be R2. And say 32, 34 will be R1. And whether we can get through it or not, we'll have to see. Based on where the euro is and the price of crude oil, maybe we're going to trade with price of crude. I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion on that. It's not typically the relationship. Okay, crude's interesting. Based on fundamentals, from many standpoints, failure of the Doha meetings, more supply, etc., price of crude should be lower. Okay, the 20th, I've already rolled to the June contract. You can trade May today, but tomorrow you definitely want to be in the June contract. The expiration will probably have a little to do with it. The gap is about 35 cents, which is more normal. 35 to 40 cents is where we expect the back month to be to the front month. And so that's in line finally. So right now, just looking at the market, 75 to the buck, sell one. And you can see a lot of stuff. 25 to 50, sell two. On the buy side, I mean, I don't really trust this market, but the big money banks, central banks are out here supporting the price of crude oil. Can't fight them. So, do like the short side better than the long side. 40, 75, 41, sell one. 41, 25, 50, sell two. On the buy side, 39.75, 40, and then 39, 39 and a quarter. Okay, central banks are not going to let the stock market sell if they have any say in the matter. And they've done a pretty good job of supporting the markets. So right here would be our splits. I would think the market would try to sell and retest support in the 60 area. So we're going to have pretty good support, 50 to 60. And then it looks like we got resistance 70 to 75. And best resistance will be right up here, this volume. So I'd like to, right now just structurally selling against 75 makes sense. And then buying against 60 where the breakout came from, that 59.60 area. London's low, the overnight session low makes sense. So our first buy right here would be down at 62.50. So 58 to 62 will be buy one. Buy two will be 50.52. On the sell side, 70 to 75, sell one. Then 80 to 85, sell two. Housing start index, 59. I think pretty well tied to the direction of crude. And like I said, best sell is against 75. Buying 60 would be the first buy out of the chute. And I think the short side looks a little more attractive off the opening. But again, if crude doesn't break, neither will indexes. Okay, going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. Going to get busy on that. I will be back with you as soon as possible.